What's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video I'm going to be doing a step-by-step tutorial on how you can build a sphere in Minecraft. Now before we get into this into building the sphere and the tips, I need to make a few things known. We are actually only a few subscribers away from 100, so if you guys can subscribe and help me get to 100 subscribers, that would be amazing. And when we do get to 100 subscribers, if you let me know in the comment section of this video your username and your YouTube name, I will give you guys a shout out, as you are one of the first 100 people to subscribe to my channel. So without further ado, let's get into building. So for me, when I think of a sphere, I would usually think of like a pokeball, because I like to play Pokemon, as you may know. So we're going to need 3 colors for that, so you guys can make whatever you want, so get the colors you need. So for me, I'm going to need some red, white, and black concrete. Concrete is probably the best, because solid colors, and I think it just works well. Okay, so we've got the colors we need. So we're not going to make it exactly huge, and this method works with any kind of way you want to build it. So it doesn't matter how many blocks you build across. For me, I'm going to do 5, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to build up 1, and then build, say, for me, it's going to be 3. So you're going to make it shorter than the bottom. So this is actually going to be the bottom part of the sphere, and then we're going to start making our way up and around. So before I do the next step, we're going to build the rest of this. So once we've done the 3, build up again, build 2 across, make sure it's less. This isn't a pattern that you have to do, so you don't have to do take 2 from 5 gives you 3, take 1 gives you 2, and then do nothing. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going down in numbers of blocks, and then we will end up with about this, which is going to be the bottom corner. And then what you want to do is, with the same blocks in this pattern, you're going to want to do it in reverse. So we're going to be building yet again outwards 2, but up 2. And not sideways, but up. And this is going to be the next bit, so we need another 3. And then halfway up, for me it's pokeballs, so I'm actually going to need to build 2 up. And then we've got a black line going around the outside, which we'll build afterwards. And then 2 red on top for the red part of the pokeball. Now this isn't going to be a perfect sphere, as you can probably tell from here. It's not perfect, but it looks pretty good from far away. This is why we're building it so big, because you don't want it absolutely tiny. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And I've done all 4 corners, so I'll pause the recording. That's the kind of thing you need to build, and do that on all sides. So I'll pause the recording and get back to you for the next step. So I've made mine on all 4 sides. So we've got this one, this one, this one, and this one. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do the same thing going upwards and over the top. So let me just demonstrate. So we're going to use red for this bit, and we're going to do the same pattern we did for the bottom, just going opposite way. So we're going to do, so we have the 5 going up, then the 3, then the 2, then the 1. Now we're going to do it across as it's coming up and over the top. So we're going to do 2, the 3, and then the 5. There we go, cool. So there's the second half of the top bit, and then we're going to do this on the rest of the sides. I'll pause and get back to you. So here is all 4 of them built up and over the top. We've got the bottom part and the top part. It's all the same going around, and if you haven't made a mistake, they won't overlap over the top. So if it's a little too far underneath, like that, or maybe a little bit over the top, like this, and linking up too early, then you just need to go back and count and see which one you've messed up on. So now we're going to go back to the bottom, and then this is the slightly tricky part. This bit here is going to stay, it's going to be a big square like this. Now you're probably wondering why it's going to be a lot of squares built like this, but we're going to do something slightly different here. What's actually going to happen here is we're going to be building outwards from these bits along like this over 2. And we're only going to be doing it 2 because once we've got the square bits finished, and then you've got to build it out to the corner, but not too far, because this area here is going to have something else in it. So we're going to keep building 2. I'm going to make it daytime so it's easier to see. And then we'll keep building up to building 2 out, and we'll do the same on all of the other sides. Since I'm at this point, I just need to fill it in with black and then fill it in with the red. We'll just do this all the way around, and I will pause the video and I'll finish my one off, and you guys can pause the video, finish your one off, and I'll get you back with the next step. There we go, cool. Very simple, just got to make it thicker on the outside. We'll do it on this side, across here, and do it on all of the sides, and I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done. So I've finished building outwards on all of the sides. You need to do this on both, as we built the line going up the middle, and then we've built 2 out on either side, all the way across all 4 edges. Now this bit is going to get a bit tricky, so you need to pay attention very closely. So for this next bit, you're going to need to not build like this, but you're going to need to build up 1 and across, and make sure that it's not touching. And apart from the little edges here, that's completely fine on this bit here for them to touch, because they need to do that. But on the sides of them, that's not okay. You can't have them like this. So we're going to do this all the way out, similar like what we did. We're going to build up like that, and we're going to build out to the corner of this bit. And we're going to do that all the way out. And this is going to be repeated on both sides, just like so, and basically need to build it on the inside of the sphere. Once you get to the top of another bit there, once you get to the top of it like that, you move backwards and make sure it's like that, otherwise you're going to have a hole like this. You can't just do that. You need to build up constantly like that. And obviously we've got this bit, so actually, you know what, I've completely forgot, we need to add a ring around the outside as well. So we'll do that. So let's do the same pattern we did at the beginning. You really should do this at the beginning when you're doing the rest of the thin lines, and then you can do it all at the same time. It's a lot easier and make things a lot simpler for you. Let's build 3s, there we go, cool. And then we need to do the same on this side. We've got 3 coming out, then another 2, then the 1, then come in with the 2, and then come in with the 3 again, and do repeat. Don't want to put that there, then the 2, then the 1, then 2, and 3, one more side, 3, 2, 1, oops, 1, then 2, and then finally 3. There we go. Now what you can do here is you can do the building up 2 all the way around if you want, but for me, I'm just going to do the step that I have just showed you, where you're building up like that. So once you've got that bit done, you need to do this on this side, the exact same. And then they should end up like that. And you can just continue going up in the same kind of way. And you don't have to do the same size ring like I did. You don't have to do 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. You don't have to do that. You can build it however much you want and however small you want. It doesn't matter. Just need to follow the simple steps. It should work no matter what you do. I'm going to finish off this side, and then I'll pause the recording, finish all these ones as well. Actually, I'll show you how to do that one. It's basically this in reverse, and I'll fill in all these by myself, and I'll show you the finished result of what it should look like. So let's finish off this bit here. For here, we're going to need to do that. You don't need to put a block there, but you do need to put one like this, and then you can build out there. You don't actually need that one either. Try to remove as many blocks from the inside as you can, but it won't make a difference. I just like to make it look like that. So if you're on the inside, it looks nice and smooth on the inside as well. Especially if you're making a base inside, which you could do, but you need to make sure everything fits. But if you build it this size, you'll have plenty of room. And there we go. There is the bottom corner of this sphere. So we're going to do the same for the top, and then I'll fill in the rest of it off camera, and I'll show you the finished result. So we're going to do the same, and thankfully now that we've got this ring in place, it's going to make things a lot easier. So we can actually, I'm not going to start doing that one yet. I'm going to build out like this, not out but inwards towards the center of the sphere, and do what we did in reverse. Simple. Don't want to match that. I want to put one there. Do this side. Oops. And if you do make holes, don't just leave it and then finish at the end, because it could be important towards the end of building and it might cause it to look incorrect. And you don't want that, because you might have to restart all over again. I have made that mistake, don't do it. It's not a good idea. So there we go, we've nearly finished all. So build 2 up on all of these, and then build inwards. And we can do that there. Don't need this. Do need a block there. And then this is super easy to build. Just do that. Build up to sorted. There we go. So there is what it would look like on one side. And this is going to look the same on all of the sides. So I'll pause recording, fill in the rest, and I'll get back to you. So here is the finished result of our Pokeball. Obviously it does look a bit squarish if you're looking at the actual thing from close up, but from far away, that looks pretty good. Pretty spheric to me. So I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you did find it helpful, be sure to leave a like, and be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications if you're not subscribed. Help me get to 100 subscribers, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.